Hi, I'm Cheryl Leach. In this problem, we're going to do something a little different than you've been doing in previous problems. Normally, you're given a function and you need to find information about that function. This time, the problem gives you some characteristics of a function and asks you to find the function. So let's take a look at the characteristics that they give us. We know that f of 0 equals 2, and that the derivative of the function is going to equal -3 for all values of x. All right, so what does this actually tell us about the function in question? Well, the first thing we can gather is that because f of 0 equals 2, I know that the point 0, 2 will be on my graph. So 0, 2 is on the graph of my function. The other thing that I know is that the derivative is -3. Well, -3 is a constant, and the derivative is going to be the slope of the tangent line at any point. So the slope of the tangent line is always going to be -3. The only time that happens is if you have a function that's a linear function. So because the slope is -3, I know my equation is a line with slope -3. At this point, I know one point on the line, and I know what the slope is. You can go back to your algebra and just use the point-slope formula to get the equation. So y minus y1 equals m times the quantity x minus x1. The y-coordinate is 2. The slope is a -3. And the x-coordinate on my given point is 0. So y minus 2 equals -3x, and y equals -3x plus 2. So this is the function, and we can, instead of using equation notation, we can use function notation because it is indeed a function. Our function is -3x plus 2. Has a slope of -3 or a derivative of -3 everywhere, and the point 0, 2 is on the curve. The last thing this problem asks us to do is to graph our function. So we know that it's a line. We know that the y-intercept is 2. So there's the y-intercept of 2. And the slope is -3. So from this point, we'll move down 1, 2, 3, and to the right 1 unit. So that point is also on the curve. And now I have a line. I hope that was helpful. Thanks.